guys, it's Kelly and today we're doing an interesting video. So I got a lot of requests in a recent swatch and review to do a video on my favorite ugly nail polishes. You guys may recall, a few years back I did a video on my least favorite nail polishes and I showcased some of my ugliest nail polishes. But you guys may have noticed a trend in my swatch and reviews that I happen to also love the ugly pretty nail polishes. So I'm going to show you guys my 9 favorite ugly nail polishes. And just a quick disclaimer, I don't think these polishes are actually like ugly. I think what defines an ugly pretty nail polish is just either when I wear it or when I swatch it on camera, I get either comments or people telling me like, oh my god, what is that color? And I'm like, I don't get why people don't like this. I love this. If you're a person who thinks that the polishes that I chose are beautiful, then that's awesome. I think they are too. If you're a person who thinks that the polishes that I chose are ugly, well, that's why I call them ugly pretty polishes. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. The first shade that I'm gonna show you guys is China Glaze Lug Your Designer Baggage. This is a kind of cool toned brown nail polish that has a gold shimmer, gold flecks, and then little like iridescent glass flecks in it. And when this first came out, I was really excited. This is like years old. It kind of reminded me of like a Louis Vuitton bag and I was totally digging it. But a ton of people were like, oh my gosh, that polish looks like poop. And therefore it became an ugly pretty polish in my mind. So I love this one because it looks like an indie polish, but it is made by a mainstream brand. You guys may notice I'm gonna say that a lot probably just because I feel like indie brands tend to have more interesting finishes and mainstream polishes don't really go for that. China Glaze is one of the few brands that I find really like stretches the limit of nail polish. And that's why a lot of their polishes are on my list because they're kind of like those hit or miss polishes. And this is just one of them. I totally love it. I think it's really beautiful. Definitely a fall color for me, but this is actually making me feel like I should probably do some Louis Vuitton nail art over it because that would be cool. Even though I'm like not a designer person at all. I don't know, this polish is so pretty and like interesting. It's just visually interesting. Next up we have another China Glaze polish. This is called I Love Your Guts. This was part of one of their Halloween collections from years ago, and as soon as I saw this one, I fell in love with it. There's another in this collection that's the same type of finish, which I'm gonna get to later. I'm kind of doing these in rainbow order, but this is a pink kind of glittery-ish polish. It's so hard to describe this one. It's like a pink polish that has black matte micro glitters in it, and then it dries matte. I mean, it's supposed to be like a Halloween polish, so it's supposed to look like guts. I absolutely love this one. This was like one of the first polishes that I remember being really excited about, just having like a weirdly textured polish. This one's had my heart for a really long time. I have owned it for so long. It has hardened a bunch of times and I've put thinner in it and revived it, and it still dries matte and it still works perfectly. I still have about half the bottle left. So hopefully I can make it last for a lot longer because I don't think this polish is available anymore. Oh, by the way, I am going to try to find all the polishes. If they're not available anymore, I will mention that down below. If you guys are interested in buying them, I will try to find links for them. So you can check that out in the description of the video. Okay, next up we have from Picture Polish the color Poo, which is actually P-O-O-H, like Winnie the. When I first swatched this, I honestly thought this was so beautiful, but when I first swatched this, I got a ton of comments that were like, this looks like baby poo, ew, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? This polish is gorgeous. I don't know if this constitutes as an ugly pretty polish because I think it's really beautiful, but basically it's just a warm yellow jelly that has little holographic flecks in it. It's one of those polishes that kind of remains sheer even after you've done your couple of coats, and that's intentional, and I just love that. I think Picture Polish does really great little kind of jelly polishes like this that have the little flecks in them, and I really love this kind of color on myself, especially in the spring and summer. I love doing yellows and like yellowish green. I have a bunch more of those, so let's get into those. Next up we have Cirque Urbanized. Cirque I feel like is one of the biggest ugly pretty brands in my opinion. I've talked about this before with their Metro collections, but basically they do really unique cream polishes, and I feel like in doing that you kind of create colors that people wouldn't normally necessarily wear, but I absolutely love them. Honestly, if this list of polishes was much longer, it would probably be the majority Cirque polishes, but I tried to pick different polishes from different brands so that you could kind of get a feel for what I like in an ugly pretty polish. But yeah, so this is kind of just like a mustard yellow, and I think it's really beautiful. I remember when this polish first came out, before I got it, I remember I was at work and I was like showing everybody pictures of it, and they were like, why do you want that polish? And I was like, because it's beautiful. So Just another favorite ugly pretty polish. Next up we have another Cert polish. This is in their old branded bottle, so this one's really old. This one's called Hustle, and it's basically like a neon chartreuse, greenish, yellowish color. And again, really nice cream, amazing formula. I don't know, Cert just makes these really nice, interesting, ugly pretty colors. The swatch video that actually inspired this video was the recent Cert video, so I'll link that up there if you guys are interested. But a ton of people were like, what is up with these polishes? And I was like, I love these polishes. So yeah, this one I think is just really beautiful, and it's like a really nice summer color, but for some reason a lot of people seem to not like it. I guess there's not many green nail polishes in the world, and if you guys have watched any of my swatch and review videos, you'll see anytime there's a green polish, I'm always like, there's not enough green nail polishes in the world. But I think it's just a lot of people just don't like wearing green, but I personally love it. All right, next up we have a very recent polish, and as soon as I saw this one I knew it was gonna make it into my favorites of ugly pretty polishes. This is Cirque Beatnik. This is a pickle colored cream, and this is what I'm wearing right now on my nails actually, and I'm really excited to wear it to work. This is just a really gorgeous color. It's like, I guess it's like an olive cream, and I think this was gonna be really nice for nail art, probably more suited for darker skin tones because I'm not sure that it matches my coloring perfectly, but I can't help but being in love with it because I think it is just a really gorgeous color. Okay, next up we have another China Glaze. This is Butt of Corpse. This is the other polish that I was talking about from that Halloween collection a few years back. Oh my gosh, it must have been at least 5 years by now that this collection came out, because I remember I was still living at my parents' house when I got it. It's just another really gorgeous polish. This is the green version of the red polish that I showed you guys. Basically just has those matte black micro glitters in it, and it's just like a green matte finish. Again, I don't have much left of this bottle, but I have put a ton of thinner in it, and I'm really happy that the formula still, you know, works and it still dries to that matte finish because this color is just really interesting. I wouldn't wear it outside of like Halloween time because I think people would think that I'm like sickly. I have worn it like once to work and everyone was like, ew, it's on your nails. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm only wearing this in October from now on. Another quick note, one time I did wear this without base coat and it stained my nails bright yellow, so, but I still love it. It's one of my favorites. Next up we have another recent polish. This is Zoe Effie. This one I talked about in my swatch and review for the Zoe Spring collection that just came out, and it's hard to explain how I feel about this polish. I think what I said in the last video was I'm really excited that they came out with a polish that's so unique, but I don't know that I would necessarily wear it. A few of you guys suggested doing like some interesting different types of nail art with it, like some kind of stormy nail art or doing some glitter placement with it, that kind of stuff. And I think that sounds like a really good idea, so I'm gonna definitely try it. But I had to include this on my list because I'm just so excited that Zoya really stepped outside the box and tried something totally new. It's like a gray jelly nail polish that has matte black glitters in it. It has silver micro glitters in it, and then it has these white shards of, I guess, glitter in it as well. They're like white matte shards. I kind of wish it didn't have the shards in it, but I still can't help but just be so excited that Zoya has done something like unique and different and weird, and I just really hope that they do more, so that's why this one is on my favorites list. And then last but not least, this polish, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, I don't understand why you would even consider this an ugly pretty polish, because in the bottle this color is honestly just stunning, but on the nail I found that a lot of people just don't like it, and that is Deborah Lippmann, I Put a Spell on You. Like I said, in the bottle it's just a really gorgeous like duochromatic purple that shifts into like a bluish, and it's really stunning. The thing that a lot of people don't like about this polish is they pick it up thinking that it's gonna look exactly like it does in the bottle, and it doesn't. When you apply it, it's kind of like a pearlized shimmery polish, and to be honest, I love that finish. When I first started getting into nail polish, I hated that finish because it kind of felt like something that was just like the type of finish that they had back in the day before they had good nail polishes, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's just something very beautiful and elegant about having that like pearlized kind of streaky finish, and that's what I love about this. I just wanted to pick this one, but I have a ton of pearlized finish polishes in my collection, and I think all of them kind of count. So this is just representative of my love for those pearlized polishes. I think this one's really exciting and really beautiful. It's oftentimes not what people expected when they buy it. And the thing with Deborah Lippmann is it's so expensive that if you're buying a bottle of their nail polish, you definitely want it to be like exactly what you thought it should be. So I definitely wouldn't spend so much money on a nail polish unless you saw saw pictures of it, you saw application of it, you know, and you knew that you liked it. All right, so that is it for my favorite ugly nail polishes. It was hard to narrow down the list, but I think I managed to pick a good selection of colors. I know these will not resonate with all of you, but hopefully you guys saw some polishes that you either loved or hated, and you can just remember them in some special way. I was also thinking about doing a video on just my favorite nail polishes in general, not including these ugly pretty ones because I don't want to overlap polishes on my list. I think it would be fun to do like my favorite typically pretty nail polishes, and maybe we could just compare and see what type of nail polishes I truly love. It's hard though for me because I feel like, and you guys probably see this because if you watch my videos, you know I'm generally very positive about nail polishes. That's just because I am a nail polish addict. I love most nail polishes. A nail polish has to be really bad for me to dislike it, but I do have my favorites. There are some nail polishes, even though I own so many nail polishes, there are some that I just go back to over and over again. Some of them are these ugly ones, and some of them are more conventionally pretty ones. So if you guys want to see that video, definitely let me know. I'll probably put a poll up. But yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you like these little silly random videos. If you have an idea for another video that you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you should definitely consider it. It's free and we're fun, and I answer every single comment, which is also pretty fun because I get to engage with you guys. And yeah, that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, my fun fact is I feel like I'm the minority on this, but I hate long car rides. My goodness, they give me so much anxiety. And I feel like everyone's always like, oh my god, I love long car rides, but I hate them. If something is more than 45 minutes away, even if it's 45 minutes away, I am gonna struggle with getting there. I have terrible anxiety about driving and about being a passenger, that too. But the way that I kind of combat that is I always try to work at a place that's decently far from where I live, because I found that it was the hardest to do when I worked like 10 minutes away from my home. I feel like I never went anywhere further than 10 minutes away. So now I commute about 45 minutes each way to my job. So now I feel like my radius is bigger of places that I can comfortably drive to. But yeah, honestly, if it's longer than an hour, I'm probably not going. Unless it's really, really important. But yeah, that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.